Hey everybody, it's Garth with Whitefish Marine. We're going to talk about how to get your boat off the trailer and how to take the cover off. The first thing you're going to want to start with are the transom straps. First thing to do to get the transom straps off is lift this handle back and push the button, and they'll go ahead and release for you. Very important to take the transom straps off, otherwise your trailer is going to try to float. So we'll get the other one. Here to get your cover off, you just have to open the zipper, and then you can loosen these ratchet straps. Just remember to zip them back up so you don't scratch your gel coat as you're taking your cover off. Now these covers have a couple different points that they secure. One of them is on top of your tower to keep pooling, and then there's two Velcro and buckles on the sides. So we'll show you how to take those off. Come on through as we do that. So just got to the top here and unvelcro and unbuckle the sides. Now there's a couple poles in the boat as well. There's one in the middle, the one in the back. What I like to do is go ahead and collapse them on down and store them in the observer's bay compartment. And then up in the bow, there's one more pole. We'll go ahead and take that down. So we'll take this pull off. And the bow, there's nothing holding the cover on, so we can just go ahead and lift it off this way. And then I like to tuck the cover into the observer's bay. Now that we've got the cover off, we'll talk about where the drain plugs are. These are the part that keeps the water out of the boat when you launch. Just a friendly reminder, if you ever launch your boat and you hear the bilge pump on, you probably forgot a drain plug. So there are two of them, a T-handle drain plug and your standard drain plug. The T-handle drain plug goes down here in the floor. I'll show you that. This just lifts up and turns. And then you have a hole down here. If you can see where the light is, way down there, that's where the T-handle plug goes. So we'll put that in. And you don't want to get them in, let's just say maybe a half a turn past finger tight. They don't want to be too tight, they don't want to be too loose. Just about a half turn past finger tight, or nice and snug. Let's go do the stern plug, the last little plug. And again, always remember there's two drain plugs in the boat. Okay gang, this is the rear drain plug. So this just goes in. Again, make sure it doesn't get cross-threaded. And then a little bit past finger tight, so it's nice and snug, but not too crazy on there. And then now we're ready for launching the boat. So what we're gonna do is show you how to back the boat up. One of the most important things that we'll show you is up here in the front. Some people, out of habit, will disconnect the cord to the truck from the trailer to the truck. What that does is it actually overrides your brakes. So you need to leave the trailer plugged into the truck to override the electric brakes, otherwise your brakes will lock up. By the way, if you're ever on the boat ramp and you have a hard time backing up, in your book that you receive with your boat, you'll have a emergency backup key. This is only for emergencies. Let me show you where it is. So come get close. The little backup key would go right here to prevent the trailer brakes from being applied when you're in reverse. But don't forget, when that's in, you've disabled your brakes, so don't drive around with that in. So that's some helpful tips and tricks. We're gonna back the boat up, and then we'll go ahead and launch it and show you guys how to take it off the trailer. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about how to back up a trailer. One of the best tips I can recommend is focus on the trailer and not where the truck is. You gotta watch the truck so you don't run into anything. But just kind of drive the trailer with your mirrors, and just remember the opposite wheel on the trailer, or the opposite direction in the wheel, is going to steer the trailer. So if you want the trailer to go right, you got to steer the truck left. So it takes a little bit of practice and time, but the best tip I can give you is to focus on where the boat's going and where the trailer's going, and then not worry too much about the truck unless you're around other objects. So we're going to back in here, we're going to climb in the boat so we can get launched, and we'll kind of walk you through this going down the boat ramp. Another thing that's really helpful is to have a spotter. So if you have somebody in the boat that can kind of watch where the boat is, make sure you're not getting any close to any obstacles, that also helps. As you can see here as we're coming down, if the boat needs to go to our right, the wheel would need to go left on the truck. Again, you can see our driver is just kind of focusing on where the trailer is, and we are spotting him to make sure we're not running into any obstacles or getting too close to the dock. So as we sit here over the edge, we'll watch the corner and make sure nothing gets hit. Also too, don't forget when you're coming near the dock, you don't need to be too close to the dock. Just a couple feet. You don't want to get too close to hit the dock with the boat or the trailer. You're a little close. There you go. You're fine, just keep coming back. And here's a good example of if you ever get it wrong, just pull forward and try again, not a big deal. So as we're backing up here, we're just watching the edge of the dock and the trailer. Your person in the boat can guide your driver with hand signals. And then when you get everything lined out, you can tell him to come straight back. And again, he's following the trailer now with opposite steering wheel to get the truck straightened out so the trailer backs up just perfectly straight. And depth wise, when you're loading a Tige, you want about 2 inches over the fender, the front of the fender there to load it, and to unload it, you need it to be a little deeper. So we'll come in until there's about a foot of water under the fender, or the top of the fender. That's good. Okay, now if you'll notice, there's a way to do this to not get wet. You can get in the water, or you can just walk to the front of the bow. I'll show you how to do this so you don't get wet. You can just kind of lean down here and undo your winch this way. It's really important to not undo a winch on the boat ramp. If the boat ramp's steep enough, the boat could slide off the trailer and end up on the concrete. That's a bad day because we got to get a crane to get your boat back on. Okay, everybody, that's getting a Tige off the trailer. I hope this video wasn't too long, and appreciate you coming in watching. Again, come see us at Whitefish Marine on the web at whitefishmarine.com, or call us at 406-862-8594.